University. CF is ranked number 13 in the U.S. for affordability, is military-friendly, and offers a full student life experience. Make CF your first choice. Call 352-873-5800.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. So personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
While you'll want to pay closer attention to the frozen food aisles at your local market this month. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
Here is your news brief from the source, WOCA. Florida could set up the nation's first ever private school voucher program for bullied students under a bill that also includes a requirement that schools display the words "In God We Trust" and offer tutoring to students who perform badly on the standardized reading test. Florida's House of Representatives has ratified a rule requiring nursing homes to have generators capable of keeping facilities at 81 degrees Fahrenheit or lower for at least 4 days. The Marion County Sheriff's Office is reporting the arrest of a man and a woman seen tossing drugs and a gun out of a car window after a minor traffic accident. A 47-year-old Ocala man was arrested on second-degree murder charges after photos of his deceased wife were found on his phone. The Citrus County School District has removed a middle school teacher after reports that she hosts a white nationalist podcast. And the Florida Senate unanimously passed a bill yesterday that would set the minimum age to marry at 17. And that is your news brief from the source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, sunshine and some clouds and warm, high 78 at the coast, 84 inland. Becoming mostly cloudy through the night. Look for a couple of showers and a thunderstorm after midnight. Lows in the upper 40s and low 50s in the northernmost part of the zone to the mid-60s along the coast in the south. Wednesday will start with clouds and some rain in the morning, then breezy and cooler in the afternoon as clouds break for some sun, highs in the low to mid-70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
I think that was my cue. All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. All right, phone lines are open. The number is 622-9622, and we will talk about things in the news and get your phone calls and your opinions on them. So let's start, I guess, with this, what could have been a horrible story, and I'm so grateful to our law enforcement. I'm telling you, the law enforcement that does their job never gets in the news,
No.
And only the ones that messed up get in the news. And the ones who do their job are 99% of them. Anyway, so listen to this. Information. This is from the Star Banner. Information collected by the FBI shows a 20-year-old Ocala man who was the target of a terrorism probe for 2 years.
Oh, my God.
Scouted a building in downtown Ocala for its potential as a sniper's nest. That building was the, what do you call it, the old bank building?
Yeah.
The old hotel?
Yeah.
He searched online for 1,000 round packages. He practiced long-range shooting. Packages of ammunition, I'm sorry. Online packages of ammunition. 1,000 round packages of ammunition. He looked online. Sorry, I'm messing that up. He was arrested in April of last year on burglary and other charges. Assistant State Attorney Tim McCourt last week submitted a motion to introduce the information at trial. He argues that Jonathan Thomas Beese's interest in ISIS and terrorist attacks would help develop background and motive for his burglary charges and put other actions into context. About a month before McCourt submitted his motion, Beese's defense attorney, Andrew Pizzuto, submitted a contrasting motion arguing that his information should not be admissible at trial. He said the evidence would be highly prejudicial. Wow. Well, how do we know this stuff then?
Yeah, for sure.
No hearing date has been set on the motions. Wow, how is it possible we know this?
But he's still in jail.
I don't know. Beast had been under FBI surveillance since mid-2015 after his mother called the sheriff's office here in Marion County to report that she found several books about Islam, index cards with various writings on them, and email online messages referring to ISIL, which is another word for ISIS, right?
Yes.
Analysis of laptops showed Beast downloaded ISIL material aimed at Western supporters and researched explosives, obtaining firearms, foreign locations where ISIL had affiliates, and documents detailing how extremists can practice operational security and carry out attacks. Beast was arrested in April last year after a traffic stop. He is charged with burglary of a conveyance while armed, grand theft, possession of burglary tools. It goes on and on and on. Where's the thing about the building?
So he's in jail.
I'm getting there. I don't know.
Okay.
He had a bunch of different rifles that all the weapons people keep talking about. Anyway, in an interview with law enforcement the day of his arrest, he admitted to keeping the stolen guns in his bedroom. No federal case has been filed against Beast. FBI surveillance documents mainly describe the movements from home to school. Let's see.
He's a teenager.
20. He's 20 years old.
Home to school.
I guess college, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, on March of last year, FBI surveillance teams followed Beast to the Ocala public shooting range in the forest, where he was seen with an AK-style rifle. He fired the rifle and adjusted the sights several times. He was also seen telling another person that his rifle was an older AKM, whatever that is. Where's the thing about... Okay, on March 19th, 2017, Beast climbed the 7-story building known as the Ocala National Bank building on Magnolia. From atop the building, he sent Sparks. Did I miss a part? Who's identifying Sparks? Anyway, Sparks,
I don't know who that is.
I probably skipped it. Anyway, he sent Sparks several photos showing the view he had in different directions. He then messaged Sparks using Facebook. He said, "I found a good spot up here for a sniper's nest. Could lock everything from the square to 14th and another few blocks down."
My God.
Oh, my God. So so they arrest him, they have this information, and somehow it's in the news, so we know this information. There was a story last week where a young guy getting ready to rob something. They stopped him from robbing the place. Was it a pizza place? Yeah, pizza place.
Yeah, on across from Howard Middle School.
So how does this work? Like, how does this work in the judicial system, in the courtroom? How do you charge somebody for wanting to do something? Do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they figured it. But the guy admitted to it, so it's not like, but you arrest somebody. I was going to rob the pizza place.
Yeah.
I was going to climb a 7-story building and shoot people at random.
And he had illegal guns, so that's, grounds to arrest somebody anyway.
I don't know.
He had illegal guns.
I'm gonna give the benefit of whatever doubt. I don't have any doubt, to be honest with you, but I'm just gonna say that as sort of a disclaimer. I think the law enforcement, thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you. And they probably have Sparks in custody too, because he's in cahoots with him.
Could be. I skipped over something. It's not on purpose. I was just trying to shorten
Well, good.
it up.
I'm glad they got this guy. We've got to give praise to our law enforcement they follow up on everything. Good job.
That's it.
Good job. Thank you so much, FBI and Sheriff's Office and Police Department and everybody else.
They all do jobs. I mean, think about their day.
Yeah.
Every single day they're called out to do something that you and I wouldn't want to do.
Exactly.
We stop our car once in a while and help somebody push their vehicle off the road, and we think, oh my gosh, we did something good. These guys do it every single day.
Yeah, exactly. They put their life in their own hands.
Lots of Florida legislative news. I guess we can go over these one at a time. The possibility that we'll have a voucher system that could allow bullied students to either enter a private school or just simply switch to a different public school was part of what happened yesterday.
Jeez, they don't get that either, do they? The lawmakers. Tell them, run and hide. We won't deal with the bully, though. We'll let him keep bullying.
If everything, I guess, gets signed, "In God We Trust," the state motto will be on all schools, or in a conspicuous place, I guess.
We should. In God we trust.
Tutoring will be offered to students who perform badly on the standardized reading test. It's another thing. You would think that would have been there already. That one, I don't know.
Well, yeah, you would think the teachers would pick up on a child that is not reading well because that's their job.
In defense of the teachers, I would say they do that. This is just legislators trying to decide. Let's micromanage. Let's tell the teachers how to do their jobs. That's what I think happened.
Oh, okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, if it's the law, like they said, is there a law that says we must do this? Oh, there's no law. Well, we need to make a law. But what you're saying is the teachers were doing it all along anyway, law or no law, right?
Well, yeah, because if the teachers see that a student's having trouble reading, they're going to recommend to the parent that the parent go out and get a tutor for this child because the teacher can only do so much. And then it falls into the parent's lap if they want to make sure their student is reading or not. So.
Well, we have volunteer tutors, though, all over the place.
Yeah, I know, but they can't tutor unless the parents say you can't tutor, and then the parent takes the child to wherever the tutor is for the time and everything.
What I would be good at tutoring, let me think. Never mind. Florida's House of Representatives has ratified a rule requiring nursing homes to have generators. I'll just kind of shorten it there. The generators need to be able to keep a facility at 81 degrees Fahrenheit or less for at least 4 days. The rule would require the facilities to keep 72 hours worth of fuel on site at all times. So that's good. What I don't like about this one is it does not include assisted living facilities. That's crazy. Now, why wouldn't you tell assisted living facilities they have to live by the same standards?
Maybe because they're private.
So?
Maybe because most of the assisted living facilities are private and it's a private business and government shouldn't tell you how to...
No. The nursing homes are private too.
There are some nursing homes that are run by the government.
So you think this is only for those ones? I don't think so. I think this is for all nursing homes.
Oh, okay. So maybe because assisted living facilities, some of them don't have nurses there. It's not skilled nursing. Like Palm Garden is skilled nursing and they have nurses on staff, whereas the other ones, the assisted living, like you said, the one that you worked at, there wasn't a nurse there 24/7. She just was there for a few hours and wasn't there, right?
I don't know. I mean, the people still live there.
Yeah,
I mean,
they do.
If the electricity goes out and it's the middle of August and it's going to be 99 degrees in the building, I think it's reasonable that you have some kind of a backup system for your electricity so the air conditioner can stay on.
Oh, sure. But I don't know why they're separating nursing homes from assisted living facilities, and if it's because most of the assisted living facilities are privately run and they've got their own set of rules. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, again, okay, I almost got you. I almost had you on my side here. I think I think the nursing homes they're talking about are also privately run.
Oh, okay.
So the assisted living facilities are probably not on the list, and I think, they are not on the list, first of all, and I think that's wrong. I think our legislators should have included them also. There must have been some kind of a lobbyist or somebody who said, "Hey, don't do it to us because it's going to cost us too much money."
Oh, yeah.
That's probably where I wanted to go with that. I don't know that I'm right about that. I think that's what happens sometimes, that lobbyists get paid good money so that the people who hire them don't have to spend money. But to be honest, I mean, to buy some generators to keep a facility running is an investment in humans.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what you're in. You're in the human business. You're in the business of keeping humans safe and comfortable during the end of their life, I guess you might say.
Yeah, and people pay a lot of money to stay in an assisted living facility every month.
Right.
Yep.
So you could afford, they could afford to have a few generators. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
An off-duty deputy witnessed an accident. He identified himself as a deputy, and the man in the car ran. The woman in the car threw something into the woods.
Oh. Oh, gee.
An off-duty corrections officer saw the guy running and chased him. It took about a half hour, I guess, to find the guy who was hiding in the bushes. And turned out what they threw into the woods was meth. I guess that means methamphetamine, right?
Yeah.
Drugs, in other words. And a gun, of course, was found. So the man and the woman are both arrested. Another guy was arrested here in Ocala, according to the Star Banner. His wife was disappeared in December. He kind of had two different stories that he told detectives. They kind of became suspicious. Anyway, they looked at his phone. They found photos of her deceased body.
God, that's disgusting.
So he's been arrested.
Who is he?
You want to know his name? 47-year-old Vincent Lasara Terry. Let's see what else do I have here. The teachers' strike in West Virginia enters its 9th day today as lawmakers plan to weigh in on a possible compromise. The teacher walkout over benefits and pay, among the lowest in the nation, shuttered classrooms February 22nd. Since then, angry teachers have marched on the state capitol to press legislators to raise their pay after 4 years without an increase.
Oh, my God.
A show of support by thousands of teachers and supporters yesterday did not sway the lawmakers who failed to agree on a 5% pay raise that would end the strike.
Oh, gee.
How much do you think those lawmakers make?
They're making a ton of money. They're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, plus expenses, plus health insurance, plus retirement.
What do they produce in order to make that money?
Nothing. They produce nothing.
Produce legislation.
They just line their pockets.
They produce legislation, Robin.
That's right. Their pay is too much anyway. They should get a decrease in pay.
Legislation should be the capital lies. We should capitalize legislation. In other words, if nobody buys it, then it should be taken off the shelves.
There you go.
Hey, nobody's buying that law. Let's take it off the shelves.
Our founding fathers didn't mean for this to be a business, but now it's a business, and these guys don't care. They just want their paycheck.
Hey, there's another rocket launch today. SpaceX notched its 50th successful Falcon 9 rocket early today. Oh, it already went up.
Nice.
Lifting the heaviest communications satellite the rocket has carried yet from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. Really? It already happened? The 230-foot rocket roared into darkness from Launch Complex 40 and released Spanish satellite operator Hispasat's 30 W-6 spacecraft weighing more than 13,000 pounds that will provide high-definition broadcasting and broadband internet service to Europe.
Gosh.
As well as the Mediterranean and here in America. The launch this morning follows last Thursday's successful blastoff of an Atlas V rocket with the newest National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration weather satellite. You know the name, GOES-S. I like that name, GOES-S.
I know. I think that's great.
All right, so forget it. We don't have another one later on today. It happened already. Where was I? I should have been looking out the window.
You're probably here or driving to work.
A conservative Republican will have to prove his state has a problem with voter fraud if he's to win a legal challenge to voter registration requirements. Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach, who is running for governor and was part of President Trump's Commission on Voter Fraud, has long championed the Kansas requirement that people present documentary proof of citizenship, such as a birth certificate, naturalization papers, or a passport when they register to vote. No other state has been as aggressive as Kansas in imposing such proof of citizenship requirements, with critics contending that disenfranchised minorities and college students may not have such documentation readily available. The case heads to trial starting today.
Oh, gee, it's not hard to get a certified copy of your birth certificate. It's not hard.
Why don't they able to vote? Why don't they just require proof of citizenship? I don't know. I was going to say to get a driver's license. I don't know. Why don't they have something on the driver's license anyway, instead of having to dig up your stuff? Nobody carries their birth certificate with them, especially when you're 63. I don't even know where mine is.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to have it for your passport, and all you do is, here in Ocala, go down to the health department, and they give it to you for $10, certified.
All right. The chief of the military's U.S. Africa Command will testify before Congress today after the Islamic State released a propaganda video that appears to show a militant ambush in Niger that killed 4 U.S. soldiers last year. General Thomas Walthauser is expected to testify before the House Armed Services Committee. The 9-minute video appeared to be taken from the helmet camera of at least one of the fallen soldiers. The battle near the village of Tongo Tongo, October 4th, prompted a Pentagon investigation into whether the soldiers had sufficient training and weapons for the mission.
Wow.
A lot of serious stuff today, huh?
Yeah, but we got to hear it.
In Citrus County, not too far from here, a middle school teacher, was removed from the classroom after reports that she hosts a podcast that is described as a white nationalist podcast. Her name is Diana Volatic. She's 25 years old. She hosts the podcast called Unapologetic and uses the fake name Tiana Dalichov. It first came to the attention of the school board because the Huffington Post put up an article about it. She is a social studies teacher at Crystal River Middle School. In the podcast, the teacher talks to the wife of the founder of Red Ice, which is a white nationalist multimedia website. Her name is Lena Loktef. That's some weird names, huh?
Yeah.
And it's described as a hate group. In the clip from the podcast, Voltic allegedly talks about hiding her political beliefs from the administrators at the school administration, and agrees with Loktef that people who share white nationalist opinions need to infiltrate schools and, quote, take them back.
There you go.
Take back my school.
Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Arrest her. She doesn't need to be a teacher.
The Florida Senate is backing off on a complete ban on child marriage if you consider somebody 17 a child. The Senate unanimously passed a bill yesterday that would set the minimum age to marry in the state of Florida at 17. The Senate passed a bill last month to prohibit the marriage of anyone under 18, but the House carved out exceptions for 16 and 17-year-olds when there's a pregnancy. The bill no longer makes pregnancy an issue, but does require that anyone marrying a 17-year-old cannot be more than 2 years older. A minor would need parental consent to marry. There you go. Lots of news this morning.
Yeah,
Holy
I think
mackerel.
it's great. I love news. We get it all out of the way now.
It depends. It depends what it is. Let me take a phone call. Sorry. I see the phone ringing. Let me go get it, Robin. Hello.
Hello there.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, Hugh. How you doing?
Hey, don't feel bad about missing that launch last night. It was scheduled to go off around 10:30ish, I believe, and I waited up, and then I guess it finally went off sometime way after midnight, according to what you were saying. But it's always kind of fun to watch them at night go up because you can really see them then,
I know.
But it's amazing how active that the Space Center is becoming. It's almost like every week they got a launch.
Yeah.
It's really, it ain't a spice satellite. It's telecommunication or weather or you name it. But it's really becoming quite a place.
Right. Yep. I'm a big space program fan. I was just looking at the moon a little while ago, thinking, "Hey, there's the moon."
Exactly. See, I was watching on TV here the other day about the importance of rail in this country, and of course you guys are New York people, and I was amazed at some of the figures that came out with that. Like in New York City, they've got like Grand Central Station, Union Central, and then Penn Central, and I believe that they were saying that Penn Central was the busiest of the three, and 650,000 people per day go through just that station alone.
I believe it. Well, they're starting to fix Penn Station, so.
Yeah. That's like 13 Ocalas going through one railroad station a day.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like we've been hearing, Trump's going to kind of get the rails fixed up and better, and because I think rail transportation is the thing of the future here.
I know that you want that to happen. I wouldn't have any problem with it. That same comment I've had before is that if the public will support it, then why not? I see no reason why not.
Yep.
Yeah, but in high metropolitan areas, with the population and the amount of traffic, you almost have no choice but to go to rail.
It's actually better. So it's so much smarter to take the train than to take the car. It's just it depends on where you live, I suppose. But for the most commuters, it is smart.
Yeah, and then if you drive your vehicle in a city like Chicago, or New York, or wherever, it cost you an arm and a leg to keep it parked all day.
And, right.
It does.
Oh, there's so many. There's so many reasons to take the train. I mean, there's tolls, there's parking, there's just the sheer, the aggravation of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is better to take a train, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Hugh. What else do I have here? Something on the lighter note here.
Okay.
Alec Baldwin, the actor, has a new TV talk show.
Oh.
It's called Sundays with Alec Baldwin. I guess his first guests were this past Sunday. They were Jerry Seinfeld and Kate McKinnon. I guess I'm not a big fan of critics, but the critics are not too happy with it. But, give the guy a moment. All right? Give him
It's his first show, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Gee.
I mean, give him some time. He'll maybe be good at it. Who knows?
Yeah, and it's once a week, so it's on prime time or?
Hey, I don't remember Johnny Carson's first day, but I remember Conan O'Brien's first day.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
Think about our first day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
The only difference is we had to push our own buttons.
Right.
They don't have to push their own buttons.
No, they have people doing that.
That's right.
I'd rather be self-contained and push our own buttons.
Would you?
Yeah. You're doing it right now.
I am doing it right now. All right, let's push a button and move away and come back. Galen Unold is up next. We'll talk to Galen about a really important topic. Women have been basically, rightfully so, saying that men are just getting out of control. However, the good men are now the casualties of this war because now they're not stepping forward, and the women are saying, "Come on, guys, what happened?" So we've got some pickup lines for you ladies to use, and Galen and I are going to decide if we think they will work. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster.
No, we're not backing down.
But some other Republicans are trying to change President Trump's mind about imposing tariffs on imported steel and aluminum.
A spokeswoman for House Speaker Paul Ryan, for example, released a statement that reads in part, "We are extremely worried about the consequences of a trade war and are urging the White House to not advance with this plan."
Fox's Kelly Wright. A former Russian spy is critically ill, exposed to an unknown substance near a mall in England.
It's now emerged that one of the person that's been rushed to hospital is Sergei Skripal, who was a former double agent. He was arrested in 2006 in Russia for sharing state intelligence and secrets, but he was released 4 years later. That was part of a spy-sharing agreement between Britain and Russia.
Sky News correspondent Rebecca Williams, a woman believed to be the Russian's daughter, is also sick. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Walgreens has good news for anyone managing diabetes. We've got your back. That's right. Walgreens pharmacists are here to consult with you in person and answer any questions you may have about new and existing medications. You can even get free advice from our trusted experts day and night at Walgreens.com or the mobile app. Walgreens has all major brands of diabetes testing supplies like Accu-Check and Walgreens Trimetrix. That's not just good news, it's great news. Stop by and talk to your Walgreens pharmacist today. Walgreens, trusted since 1901.
When hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Daryl is hired with Indeed.
Using the site saves me a lot of time. It makes my job so much easier.
Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Spring is bursting out all over at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala, and you've just got to see for yourself this week. Here's what we mean. Bob Wines has more azaleas than you could ever imagine, starting with his dwarf dogwood ever-blooming azaleas, regularly $7.99, just $2.99. Other larger sizes, all the way up to his own aristocrat azaleas, in the big number 4 size, only $16.99. Roses? Bob Wines has budded, blooming, easy care roses, including knockouts, drift roses, fragrant hybrid tea roses, and much, much more, starting as low as $24.99. Check out their greenhouse for a delightful collection of specialty foliage and things for your garden. Some items 20% off. New store hours daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3. Bob Wines Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, locally grown, home-owned in the same blooming place since 1952.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Tuesday, sunshine and some clouds and warm, high 78 at the coast, 84 inland. Becoming mostly cloudy Tuesday night. Look for a couple of showers and a thunderstorm after midnight. Lows in the upper 40s and low 50s in the northernmost part of the zone to the mid-60s along the coast in the south. Wednesday will start with clouds and some rain in the morning, then breezy and cooler in the afternoon as clouds break for some sun, highs in the low to mid-70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Here is your news brief from the source WOCA. Florida could set up the nation's first ever private school voucher program for bullied students under a bill that also includes a requirement that schools display the words "In God We Trust" and offer tutoring to students who perform badly on the standardized reading test. Florida's House of Representatives has ratified a rule requiring nursing homes to have generators capable of keeping facilities at 81 degrees Fahrenheit or lower for at least 4 days. The Marion County Sheriff's Office is reporting the arrest of a man and a woman seen tossing drugs and a gun out of a car window after a minor traffic accident. A 47-year-old Ocala man was arrested on second-degree murder charges after photos of his deceased wife were found on his phone. The Citrus County School District has removed a middle school teacher after reports that she hosts a white nationalist podcast. And the Florida Senate unanimously passed a bill yesterday that would set the minimum age to marry at 17. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Plays for Kids, a sporting event to benefit the Marion County Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida
on Saturday, April 7th.
Call 427-0950 for detailed information. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, prizes, and drawings throughout the day. Call 427-0950 for detailed information on the Play for Kids sporting event hosted by the NFL alumni.
Ocala Aviation now has opportunities for flight instructors.
Wait, hold on, Brad, is this correct? You're looking for instructors, not students?
Actually, we're looking for both.
Well, that's descriptive.
Well, I need flight instructors because we're now affiliated with a major university and can offer 4-year degrees. Plus, we're also approved to work directly with VA students.
Okay, so a degree in what, and what's a VA student?
Well, it's a bachelor's degree in aeronautics, which includes a commercial pilot's license, and there's financial aid available. By VA students, I mean veterans. They now have access to new benefits to pay for flight training.
Okay, so you have new opportunities for new students. What about the instructor side of it?
Well, with new students, we need more instructors.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So, if anyone out there is a flight instructor, I want to encourage them to come see me. And if they're not an instructor but have their commercial license, we can help them become an instructor.
So they get their instructor license and have a job too.
Exactly.
So you got a lot going on. The VA, the college, and now hiring instructors and future instructors too.
Yep. So now can we get the commercial started?
Already ahead of you.
Call Brad to get your adventure started today at Ocala Aviation, 861-7484.
All right, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you? Sounds like you're in an office somewhere.
I'm in my house.
Okay. Everything all right?
Left yet. Yeah, good.
Hey, there was a story. Oh my gosh! It said the Beast of the East, talking about the snowstorm, has greatly reduced the numbers of blood donors up in that part of the country. Do we ever help out other than the Southeast, or are we strictly the Southeast?
No, we help out whenever we can, wherever it's needed. So, just lately we haven't had enough of our own to share, but we would if they needed it. But most of the help comes from the Midwest. So if you look at the country, states like Iowa and North Dakota and South Dakota, Wyoming, all through the farmland area. They have a lot of blood donors, and you know they just don't use as much as the East Coast. So the East Coast uses a tremendous amount of blood because that's where most people are, right? So the people in Iowa make up, you know, a large portion of the blood supply. Their donation percentages are much higher than they are on the East Coast.
So it says the storm resulted in 7,000 blood donation appointment cancellations. So they must.
Yeah, I believe it.
So we don't. I mean, I know you encourage us to make appointments, but is it required up in some states?
Well, in some, you know, because if you have to drive, get the traffic, take a train, take a subway or something like that in Northeast, you're going to want to have that appointment just so you make sure.
Wow, that's a lot.
You know, when you go in there, to go in there.
7.
But you got to remember, I mean, we're in small towns, right? You got to. I mean, our largest town is Atlanta, and you know, it's a smaller town than say like New York, or you go to like Philadelphia, or you know, some of these, or Maryland, where I worked in Baltimore, in D.C. You make an appointment because you just want to make sure that you can get in and get out.
Wow.
So,
wow. Yeah, I mean, pretty much every city, you're always hearing a siren. There's always an ambulance, always, right? It seems like it's part of just the cityscape, right? As far as that goes, I guess that's a good word, right? But I mean, the experience of being in the cities, you're always, and you become immune to it. Like around here, you hear a fire engine, oh my gosh, what's going on? Even Ocala's not that small, but it's not all the time that you're hearing sirens.
Sure.
That's scary.
Absolutely.
So. All right. Well, I just thought that was interesting. 7,000 people. That's a lot of blood that they did not get that they thought they would get.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you look at like the New York Blood Center, which is one of the largest blood centers in the world. They have to draw that. You know, if we draw, you know, just under 1,100 donors a day is a really good day for us. So a good day for them is more like almost 3,000.
Really?
So it's just, you know, it's just because of the size of it. Look at the population difference.
Yeah.
Between all the hospitals we serve and the hospitals they serve. So.
Well, just to underscore the importance of what you do and how we can help we help ourselves when we do this. We are basically the ones who will need it one day. You know, maybe not me personally today. Well, you never know. The day's not over yet. I hope I don't need it before the end.
Hope not.
So in general, how are we doing? I know the Northeast is not doing too good, apparently.
We're still in emergency need of type O. Again, we just cannot meet the current demand. And we kind of expect it because March is a high usage. This is the time of the year where our hospitals are flooded with people from other communities. You know, we have all the snowbirds in. It hasn't gotten hot enough for them to leave. The flu season's here. There's a lot of elective surgeries at this time of the year. All of these kind of things kind of turn, you know, allergy season, so people get sick, pneumonia hits. But all of these things kind of relate to more people in the hospital. More people in the hospital mean more blood usage. And so that's kind of where we're at. We just cannot catch up. So we just need people to get out there, get the blood, to donate blood.
And Galen will tell us all the time that the one thing that is the most effective way to get people to donate blood is to ask. And consider yourself just asked. So Galen is asking you to just
all the time.
Sure am.
And we could not have that segment if it weren't for two great sponsors. They are Palm Garden of Ocala Health and Rehabilitation Center. Go see what they can do for you or a loved one, whether it's 21st century technology that you're looking for, they've got it. With skilled nursing, they've got it. A good culinary, a good kitchen, they've got it. A nice activities program. You know, they've got it all, and it's immaculate. And don't take anything I said for granted. Make sure you go down there and see it for yourself. Ask if you can participate in something. Maybe, I don't know if they let you do that or not. They let you eat.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway, to go take a tour, they're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. Say hello to Jan and everybody over there, and they will definitely take you on a tour, and you'll see for yourself. Penn Flooring, they might not take you on a tour, but they've got a showroom where you can see for yourself how you can improve the look of your home from the floor up. They've got carpeting and wood flooring and tile and everything else that I don't know. They're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Go check it out over there and see for yourself how you can improve the beauty of your home or office from the floor up. Give them a call, 351-3420. All right, so there was a story, Galen. Here's the backlash of the Me Too movement, okay? Now, in all fairness to the ladies who truly had a guy not being nice to them, I'm all for you saying something. But what's happening, Galen, is the younger guys are hearing all these messages and they're a little confused. These are guys who mean no harm. They would never do something inappropriate. Their mom and dad taught them proper. So but they still want a girlfriend, so they're kind of lost. They don't know how to do it now.
I know, it's high anxiety right now.
It actually makes sense. If you were a young guy right now in today's environment, you would say, oh my gosh, I don't want to be part of this. So I don't want to walk up to a young lady at the school and say, oh my gosh, you're so cute. So what do I say? Wow, no. So you know what they're doing, Galen? They're doing nothing.
Yeah.
The girls are now complaining, hey, the guys stopped coming on to us. What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, this is not me saying.
Both ways.
Cosmopolitan is the authority here. They say this is what's happening. So who am I to say that it's not happening?
Right.
So they put out a list of some pickup lines for girls to use. And to be honest, I was reading this thinking, these won't work. So I thought maybe you and I could give them some feedback on their pickup lines.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I am not making this up.
I'm really out of shape for.
Okay, but let's pretend you are coaching a young lady, and she's got it, and she's interested in this young guy, and she's saying, it used to be that the guy would come to me, but now I don't know. What should I do? And she says, "Hey, Mr. Unold, I got a list from Cosmopolitan. You think these lines will work?" All right, so I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you the lines. You tell me if you think.
How uncomfortable is that conversation, by the way?
Well, Galen has two sons that are dating age, so this is going to give him some insight.
Yeah, I know Galen. As a dad, Galen told them, "You go for it. You make the first move." All right, here. Listen to this one. Are you ready?
No.
This is. Listen. Here, this is from the girl to the guy. Hey boy, are you an Uber pool? Because I love when it's just us. I'm nervous someone else might come in and ruin this. What?
That's not a pickup line.
Yes, it is, according to Cosmo.
No. A pickup line is just to start a conversation.
Thank you.
That's taking it a step too far.
That is way crazy.
I think so.
Yeah.
If I was a guy, I'd be like, what?
Me. That's what I would say. I said, no, I'm not Uber at all.
That's one of those women. Well, you will not meet my mother.
Okay, here's Are you the online order I placed a few days ago? Because I've been waiting all day for you. That's not going to work.
No, that's not working. No. What's the matter
better
with
than
these
the
women?
first one.
It is better than the first
novices,
one. Yeah, it is better.
Better than the first one.
No ring? You should be someone's husband.
Oh, I don't think so.
What do you think about that one, Galen? No ring? You should be someone's...
That's not as bad as the first one.
Okay, all right. So the first one is really the loser here so far.
It's not horrible.
Am I on an episode of Fixer Upper? Because I've never seen hardwood like that in real life.
Wow.
That's like getting just right to the point.
That's a little sexual, isn't it?
That's right. I got a room.
That was,
Come with me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
All right. That suit is very becoming on you. Then again, I would be too.
Ooh.
Where are they getting these from? That movie?
They're sleaze.
That 50 Shades of Grey movie? All right.
I don't know.
My doctor told me I have a vitamin D deficiency. Want to go back to my place and save me?
Oh.
What is that? What does that mean?
Oh my, I don't know what that means. Vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D. I'm trying to think.
Galen?
Is that from the sun? That's from the sun.
That's what
right?
I thought. It was from the sun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She should have said, well, let's go to a nude beach. Then that would have made sense because then the vitamin D would have been replenished.
I thought it was like, I thought it was like, because for the builds bone, right, or something. Vitamin D. Is it in milk?
It's milk,
right?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
I don't know. I don't get it. Let's see.
Not hip.
If I told you I work for UPS, would you let me handle your package?
There you go.
No? That one might work, actually.
You think so?
That one might work, wouldn't it, Galen? You think that one might work? Give that one a check mark.
But she should.
Again, I'm not introducing her to my mom.
Oh, they stole this one from the boy book. This next one is stolen from the boy book. Nice shirt. Is it made of boyfriend material?
Oh, I can't imagine this. How old are these women supposed to be?
This is Cosmo. They're like 80. Helen Gurley Brown. She's not a young lady.
No, she's not, but she's trying to be.
All right.
Are you a supermarket sample?
Sampler or a sample?
Sample. Are you
a supermarket? No, they should have said, are you a Vogue sample?
A Vogue sample?
Or a GQ sample, or a
Robin,
George sample.
You're just as bad
No,
as
I
they
think
are.
they want to taste.
They want to taste. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, boom, that was over my head. Tell I'm old.
I hear you've been a bad boy. Now go to my room.
No, that's a fun one.
Funny. That's funny.
That's a fun one. I think that's a good one.
Kiss me if I'm wrong, but isn't your name Richard?
Oh,
pretty funny.
That's a good one. I like that one. Kiss me if
I don't mind that one.
Kiss me if I'm wrong. Isn't your name? What if his name is Richard? Well, damn. I was going to kiss you, but now I can't because my name is Richard. Are you a spur of the moment pedicure? Because I'm really regretting not shaving earlier.
Oh. Oh, gee.
Takes too much thought. You couldn't do that. You can't do that like in a bar or something where it's loud. I mean, you couldn't. That line just wouldn't work. Because the person would be like, "What?"
Do you have any suggestions what they could use? Robin came up with one. All right.
You know what most girls need to say? Hi.
Just hi. Yeah, hi. Well, that's what they say we should say.
Eye contact.
Yeah.
That's
well, no,
eye
because
contact.
you guys get in trouble if you say hi, and if you're not like stoic and everything, they're going to read something into body language, then you're in trouble.
I don't believe that part, but I mean, just start with hi. I mean, that's probably how every conversation ever started.
Well, sure. Hey there, can you buy me a drink?
Are you a taxi?
Right.
Are you a taxidermist? It looks like you're good at stuffing animals.
Oh.
What does that mean?
That's a little weird.
That is a weird one. Yeah.
Well, you know.
Are you a plumber or any other well-paid job? Because that is a solid career choice with a decent wage, and I crave stability. Oh, my gosh. Well, there's an honest one.
Well, sure. Very honest. Very honest.
Better than, hey, what kind of car do you drive?
Yeah, because you can be in debt up the yin-yang and, still have a Maserati, but, no. I like that one.
Could you help me find my teddy bear? I've lost it. What would I do? Oh, again, what would you do if somebody came up to you? Wouldn't you say, yeah, sure, where do you think you lost it? I would be thinking, all right, there's a teddy bear in this bar somewhere.
Yeah, how old are you and you're bringing your teddy bear to a bar? You're like, sorry, I can't. And let's be honest, Larry, it depends on how attractive they are.
Oh, I know. Well, here's what. Oh, this one will work. Listen,
there you go.
Listen to this one, Gail. Here's one that will work. Want to go back to my place and watch some porn on my flat screen mirror?
Wow. Takes some thought right there.
It does take some thought. But
that's funny.
Not much.
I like that
not
one.
Much.
No. But I like that. That's good. That's a good one.
There you go. So there's your choices, ladies. Okay, so we gave a couple of them a check mark. The rest of them just don't even use them.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are just really.
We'll send this tape
really
to
off
Cosmo.
the wall.
We'll send this tape to Cosmo.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if Helen Gurley Brown is still alive. Do you even know that name, Galen? Helen Gurley Brown? Or is that before your time?
No, I have no idea.
Really?
No.
Let me see.
Oh, he's 40. It's before his time.
Oh, she did die. Okay. She died in 2012. She's been gone a while.
Yeah, he wasn't around in the 60s.
Well, she was the lady who started Cosmopolitan magazine.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, but she was around way before the magazine was. She was making her points known, and she was.
Was she?
Loud and boisterous. I think she even wrote a book.
No. You're thinking of the feminist lady. No, Helen Gurley Brown is anything but a feminist.
Oh, well, who am I thinking of?
Oh, you're thinking of the other lady, the feminist from the 60s.
Oh, okay.
What was her name, Galen? Do you remember her name?
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
No. I don't know. No.
The feminist from the... Yeah, okay. Now I got her mixed up.
There's not a lot
of,
that came out of the 60s that I remember.
Let me see if I can find
Especially
it.
pop culture.
They list Hillary as a feminist. Wait a minute.
She's just plain nuts.
I can't remember her name. All right, never mind. Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, Bloodmobile today. We're actually at the VA down in the Villages. So we love being down there. But then later this evening, we're going to be at the YMCA at 4 o'clock. So 2 places for you today.
Nice. And you guys really, give out T-shirts, and everybody is so personable when we go on the Bloodmobile, because everybody seems to love their job, and that's really a huge plus for LifeSouth.
Okay. Yeah. That we try really, really hard.
And it shows. It absolutely
really
shows.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the lady right here. What's her name?
Who's that?
This lady.
Oh, there you go.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't show her name.
Yeah, I see the face.
Wow. All right. Go donate blood. Thank you, Palm Garden. Thank you, Penn Flooring. Thank you, Galen, for what you do. When are you heading out?
Here in a little bit. I got a doctor's appointment this morning, then I'll be heading up.
All right. Well, thank you for what you do. And remember, when we don't donate blood, there is no blood supply. So those folks up north right now are scrambling to get some people to make up the loss that they had from that storm.
Yes.
You just have no idea what goes on in people's worlds.
No.
All right, Galen, thank you.
Hey, you guys are the best.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
We'll be right back.
Palm Garden wants to get to the heart of the matter. If you've been in the hospital as a cardiac patient, maybe you have a pacemaker or congestive heart failure or an arrhythmia, or perhaps you're a heart bypass patient, then consider Palm Garden as your rehab choice. With proven outcomes second to none, Palm Garden fixes broken hearts. Call today at 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Direct Connect to UCF, where students who attend the College of Central Florida and graduate with an AA or articulated AS degree are guaranteed admission to the University of Central Florida. Success coaches are ready and waiting to assist you in designing an educational plan that is right for you in any of their locations across Central Florida. Remember, connecting is easy and guaranteed. Find out more at directconnecttoUCF.com. Here is your news brief from the source WOCA. Florida could set up the nation's first ever private school voucher program for bullied students under a bill that also includes a requirement that schools display the words "In God We Trust" and offer tutoring to students who perform badly on the standardized reading test. Florida's House of Representatives has ratified a rule requiring nursing homes to have generators capable of keeping facilities at 81 degrees Fahrenheit or lower for at least 4 days. The Marion County Sheriff's Office is reporting the arrest of a man and a woman seen tossing drugs and a gun out of a car window after a minor traffic accident. A 47-year-old Ocala man was arrested on second-degree murder charges after photos of his deceased wife were found on his phone. The Citrus County School District has removed a middle school teacher after reports that she hosts a white nationalist podcast. And the Florida Senate unanimously passed a bill yesterday that would set the minimum age to marry at 17. And that is your news brief from the source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, sunshine and some clouds and warm, high 78 at the coast, 84 inland. Becoming mostly cloudy Tuesday night. Look for a couple of showers and a thunderstorm after midnight. Lows in the upper 40s and low 50s in the northernmost part of the zone to the mid-60s along the coast in the south. Wednesday will start with clouds and some rain in the morning, then breezy and cooler in the afternoon as clouds break for some sun, highs in the low to mid-70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Elks Lodge, 25th Avenue in Ocala, any Wednesday at 7 a.m. and enjoy a breakfast on us. For more information, check OcalaBusinessLeaders.com.
The sound of the bat cracking, the crowd cheering, the smell of overpriced but tasty hot dogs, the memories that will last a lifetime of your first baseball game with little Johnny. Your team wins. It was a great night until you get home. It's 9 p.m. and your wife says you have no water.
We have no water.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Rule number 1, don't panic. Remain calm. Okay, that's 2 rules.
We don't have time for jokes, funny man.
Okay, think back. On the way home, you heard a radio commercial.
Mike's got plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Eureka. You saved the day. You remembered that Mike Scott Plumbing doesn't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. You are a genius.
Hey, Mr. Genius, did you remember the phone number?
Of course you did. Remember, you're a genius. 352-237-2888. Because at Mike Scott Plumbing, if water runs through it, we do it. Even if water's not running through it at this particular moment. Mike Scott Plumbing.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clays for Kids, a sporting event to benefit the Marion County Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida
on Saturday, April 7th.
Call 427-0950 for detailed information. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, prizes, and drawings throughout the day. Call 427-0950 for detailed information on the Clay for Kids sporting event hosted by the NFL alumni.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster.
No, we're not backing down.
But some other Republicans are trying to change President Trump's mind about imposing tariffs on imported steel and aluminum.
A spokeswoman for House Speaker Paul Ryan, for example, released a statement that reads in part, "We are extremely worried about the consequences of a trade war and are urging the White House to not advance with this plan."
Fox's Kelly Wright. A former Russian spy is critically ill, exposed to an unknown substance near a mall in England.
It's now emerged that one of the person that's been rushed to hospital is Sergei Skripal, who was a former double agent. He was arrested in 2006 in Russia for sharing state intelligence and secrets, but he was released 4 years